This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. It is an alert day, as we mentioned, as we prepare for occasional snow, possibly mixed with light rain or freezing rain.
We have team coverage as crews are keeping an eye on the roads, but let's begin tonight with meteorologist Gary Canalti, who is watching the weather. Gary, how much snow can we expect tonight?
Well, we'll get to that in just a second, Susan. First, we got to see where it is. I expected it to be here by this time yesterday, but you can see that right now it's just starting to enter much of southern Wisconsin. It's been snowing pretty steadily across eastern Iowa. There's also some rain mixed in as well, as temperatures are in the mid-30s, and that'll be the case especially over southeastern Wisconsin, and that will limit the snowfall totals a little farther to our south and east. But you can see steadier snow now starting to move up into Monroe, south of Janesville. There could be a mix in there, and then eventually be heading into the Madison area. Visibility is right now still 9 miles in Madison, but down to a half mile in Monroe and a half mile in Dubuque, and that is snow, so it's not fog. So it is snowing at a pretty good clip. Winter weather advisory is in effect now until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for Dane County and areas immediately to the west and north. Farther to the west, that advisory runs until 6 p.m. tomorrow evening because there could be some stronger winds that could cause some issues with blowing snow. Snowfall amounts right now, we're thinking about 2 to 4 inches in most areas, maybe some 1-inch amounts down into Brock County where that mix of rain would be a little more prevalent. There could be some isolated 5-inch amounts up toward the Dells, the farther north and west you go from Madison. Temperatures right now still above freezing in most areas, but as that precipitation moves in, notice the drop in temperature to 33 in Monroe, and they'll see a switch over to snow if they haven't already. Look for occasional snow tonight. That'll taper to flurries and freezing drizzle overnight. Temperatures will drop to around freezing. Tomorrow's high about 34 degrees. We'll just see some flurries or freezing drizzle during the day, but later on we'll take a look at a forecast that also includes some snow chances as we head into next week as well.
All right, thank you, Gary. We're keeping a close eye on the roads as drivers make their evening commute home. News 3 Now photojournalist Lance Height has more on road conditions on the Beltline. Lance?
Yeah, hi, Susan. Boy, if you have a chance to head out on the road right now, leaving work or running some errands, this would be a great time. I've pretty much just drove the length of the Beltline here in the last 10 minutes, and traffic is moving really quickly. Was a few sprinkles maybe 15 minutes ago, but right now things are running really smooth. So if you can head out now, I would say this would be a great time to do it.
All right, Lance Height on the Beltline. Lance, thanks. And snow accumulation, though, later could cause some trouble for those making their evening commute. So go now.
Our Adam Duxter is live with a look at how the conditions are at this hour. Adam?
No snow, just cold, standing along the Beltline near the Gammon Road exit. And just like Lance said, you get an idea of how the Beltline's moving, and it's like there's not even a weather event going on right now. But we have been told that is to change. Madison's City Works says they'll have up to nearly 36 trucks on the road tonight once the snow does start falling. So you will see plows if you're out and about once the snow really does start coming down. In addition to that nearly 36 trucks, they say they'll have a couple putting down sand as well on some of the harder to drive areas like hills and things of that nature. But like Lance said, if you have to go out and drive, right now is the time to do it. And if you have to go outside to do anything else, and just be prepared for it to be a little chilly. But other than that, not too bad.
All right, that's good to hear. Adam, thank you. We're continuing to keep you updated on the snowy weather. You can download our free weather app, which has hourly forecasts, radar, and road conditions. You can download it for free in your phone's app store.
Well, police in Madison are ready for anything this weekend, hoping their presence and planning made people think twice about violence.
There have been reports of possible armed protests at every state capitol in the next few days. Our Brady Mallory is live outside of our state capitol to show us Madison Police's plans for the coming days. Brady?
Well, right now there are a few people out walking around, but other than that, that's pretty much it here at the Capitol. It's a very quiet evening, but of course local leaders are preparing in case that changes in the coming days. The interim police chief says right now the department doesn't know of any specific threats toward the city in the days leading up to the inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden. However, Governor Evers has mobilized the National Guard both to the state capitol in Madison and the U.S. Capitol just to help with security. Interim Chief Vic Wall says MPD has been planning around the clock to make sure officers are ready for anything. And they've also been working with local, state, and federal partners to keep everyone safe.
Because of the sort of national mood, because of the larger national intelligence picture, and as out of an abundance of caution, we will continue to maintain an enhanced staffing posture through Inauguration Day, and certainly we'll reevaluate as things go, and if there's a need to extend it beyond Wednesday, we will certainly do so.
Wall says the goal is to facilitate the First Amendment expression while maintaining a safe environment and public safety. He does note there is a planned protest here on Sunday afternoon, and he expects the area to be quite busy then. So he recommends if you don't have to be in this area, perhaps stay away from the downtown area.
All right, Brady, thanks. That is easier said than done for some people who live essentially right outside the Capitol. Friends of State Street Family, the Boys and Girls Club, and several other groups are helping our homeless neighbors get into shelters, hotel rooms, or other safe options away from the Capitol. Tonight at 6, our Jamie Perez tells us more on how they're keeping them out of harm's way.
In our nation's capital, another popular attraction will be shut down due to security concerns. People will not be able to walk the National Mall leading up to or on January 20th. That's where thousands of people typically gather on Inauguration Day. President-elect Joe Biden's advisors say the inauguration will be a virtual event, and they're planning a primetime television event.
President-elect Biden doesn't want senators to focus solely on impeachment, and he doesn't want them to lose focus on the pandemic either. In a statement today, Biden urged Senate leadership to, quote, find a way to deal with their constitutional responsibilities on impeachment while also working on the other urgent business of the nation. The House impeached the president yesterday for the second time. The Senate trial is not expected to begin until after Inauguration Day.
UW-Madison journalism professor and political expert Mike Wagner says it will be a challenge to convict the president, but several Republican senators are open to the idea.
Some of the Republican lawmakers who voted for impeachment represent Trump districts, which is different than most examples of votes for a member of their own party to be impeached that have happened in American history.
If the Senate votes to convict, President Trump will not be able to run for president in 2024 or ever again. Another 41 people in Wisconsin have died from COVID-19 complications. The state also recorded 2,701 new cases of the virus today. Wisconsin's lifetime total has reached 516,357 confirmed cases, and more than 28,000 of those remain active. For the third time this month, the daily national death toll from COVID-19 topped 4,000 victims. As the pandemic continues to surge, the pace of vaccinations is accelerating. The CDC says 10 million Americans have been vaccinated so far, but there have been problems with the rollout. The urgency to vaccinate comes as COVID-19 deaths are up by 10% or more in 25 states compared to last week.
In Wisconsin, as of this afternoon, more than 195,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine have been administered to people throughout the state. About 65% of those vaccines came from Pfizer, the other 35% from Moderna. And Wisconsin lawmakers are trying to get to the bottom of delays in vaccinations in the state.
They questioned one of the top leaders at the State Department of Health Services about it today. Our Amy Reed is live to explain why DHS says they're doing the best they can. Amy?
Well, according to testimony today, right now, about a third of the number of doses that DHS has requested have been administered. Another third is in pharmacy partnership programs, and the rest is on its way. DHS said when it comes to speed, it boils down to supply and red tape.
Quite frankly, a lot of the conversation coming out of the administration has been that, it's going to be June or July or sometime in summer before we're to the point where we can start mass vaccination of the general public, and that's just unacceptable.
Representative Joe Sanfilippo and others on the Assembly Committee on Health questioned DHS on vaccine rollout, trying to reconcile their claims of hard work with where Wisconsin stands compared to other states.
Folks are moving as quickly as they can throughout the course of the week, but I hear you and I agree with you. We very much want to be moving faster and standing up our mass vaccination clinics as we have more vaccine coming into the state.
Before mass vaccination, the state still has to get through essential groups. Right now, facilities across the state are working through vaccinating people in the 1A category. Before they move on to the next group, the wheels of government have to turn. Sanfilippo wondered why there wasn't just one leader who could help advance things.
And I just don't know that the process we have in place, by the time we agree on who's going to be in Group 1B, the rest of the country is going to have passed us up, and we're going to be sitting here waiting to make the next move.
DHS said they want that process to play out in public. Lawmakers also wondered why Wisconsin isn't at the top as far as percentage of population that has been vaccinated. DHS said it's because states like West Virginia, which is at the top now, has a higher population and therefore has gotten more vaccines, though they have about the same amount of people in their first category. They and others testifying today urged patience.
People testifying today said all states are in the same spot as far as herd immunity goes, but they hope as more vaccines are approved at the federal level, we can move faster as a state.
Amy, thank you. Within the last hour, the school district of Janesville is canceling classes for next Friday so that staff can receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Mercy Health will be distributing the first dose of the vaccine to staff on January 22nd, and they will then receive the second dose on February 12th. The school district is still deciding whether class will be held on February 12th.
A newly formed vaccine advisory board will ask Rock County for $250,000 tonight. The board, which is made up of public health officials, healthcare facilities, and community partners, says the money will go towards potentially speeding up the vaccine delivery process. Right now, healthcare leaders say they're still in phase 1A of vaccination efforts.
The money makes all the difference in the world. All parts of the COVID-19 response and recovery are very human resource intensive. So it takes people to do disease investigation and contact tracing. And the more people you have, the faster and more effective you can be at that, which in turn reduces the disease burden in the community.
Now, if approved, the $250,000 will go towards hiring additional staff at vaccine sites as well as purchasing necessary PPE.
Coming up tonight around 6:15, CBS News will have a special report as President-elect Biden is set to unveil his coronavirus economic relief package. CBS News has learned elements of the bill include $2,000 stimulus payments, extra money for schools, and expanded unemployment insurance. President-elect Biden's bill is expected to cost trillions. We will air that special report right here on News 3 at 6:15.
More to come on News 3 now at 5. Up next, city officials revealed a new plan on how they expect to cut down on crime in Madison and will share their proposal. And a check of the markets today, marginal losses as the Dow falls 69 points. The NASDAQ drops 16, the S&P down 14, and we'll be right back.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay, and we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture. Use a beige or light gray sofa as your base to build on. Add home-style pillows and unique farmhouse accessories. Get your current look for less at Slumberland Furniture.
The day after chemo might mean a trip back to the doctor's office, just for a shot. But why go back there when you can stay home? With Neulasta Onpro, strong chemo can put you at risk of serious infection. In a key study, Neulasta reduced the risk of infection from 17% to 1%, a 94% decrease. Neulasta Onpro is designed to deliver Neulasta the day after chemo and is used by most patients today.
Neulasta is for certain cancer patients receiving strong chemotherapy. Do not take Neulasta if you're allergic to it, or Neupogen, filgrastim. An incomplete dose could increase infection risk. Ruptured spleen, sometimes fatal as well as serious lung problems, allergic reactions, kidney injuries, and capillary leak syndrome have occurred. Report abdominal or shoulder tip pain, trouble breathing, or allergic reactions to your doctor right away. In patients with sickle cell disorders, serious, sometimes fatal crises can occur. The most common side effect is bone and muscle ache.
If you'd rather be home, ask your doctor about Neulasta Onpro. Pay no more than $5 per dose with copay card.
If your bathroom is dull and outdated, then it's time for a change. Give us a call here at Mad City Baths, your trusted local source for high-quality baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in tubs, installed in as little as 1 day. Modern, easy-access designs infused with microban to prevent bacteria, mold, and mildew. And remember, we're Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Mad City, your window and bath partner of the Green Bay Packers. trackers. And now you can take advantage of the 60-60-60 sale. 60% off installation, 60 months zero interest, senior, military, and previous customer discounts, $60 Walmart gift card with your purchase, and a $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate from Mad City. Call 608-729-4466. Let me give you that number again, 608-729-4466, MadCityBaz.com.
Incredible savings on mattresses during the January mattress sale at Slumberland Furniture. Start your year off with a great night's sleep. Get a Sealy memory foam queen mattress for $349. Comes conveniently in a box. The January mattress sale at Slumberland.
Tonight at 6, we'll have a live look at road conditions for snow and possible freezing rain tonight as Madison and Capitol Police prepare for potential armed protests downtown, how local organizations are stepping in to protect the homeless.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. On air, online, and download the Channel 3000 First Warn app. Be the first to know what's headed our way. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A new plan to cut down on violence in Madison takes a hearts and minds approach.
In order to work, though, the plan needs volunteers. Abby Schinderly explains.
It's not a joke. It's not a game. People are dying.
A direct message directed not so much at adults, but to children in Madison today.
If you want to get out, there's hope.
A group made up of the county DA, Boys and Girls Club representatives, and other community leaders unveiled the PSA during a virtual press conference.
If I'd had the opportunity to know of all the resources that is offered today, I believe I would have been a much better person at a much younger age.
Corey Mariano with the Black Men Coalition of Dane County spoke about his involvement in crime as a young man and the difference having role models can make.
A lot of us give up hope, right? As kids, as younger adults, we have hope. And we want to become a veterinarian or a lawyer or things of that nature, and we lose that. And when we lose that hope, we start having violence in our life.
That surging violence in Madison is leading to this public relations push now. 2020 set a record for shots fired calls and tied the city's homicide record set in 2017.
We have lost too many precious lives over the last several years.
The group is calling for more people to participate in mentorship-focused programs to reduce crime. 5 local nonprofits organize the programs.
A present adult mentor can make all the difference for a young person who doesn't see a better path in life.
Current mentors know the pandemic has made it harder to get together and have that connection, but they view this as too important of a job to let slip.
We gonna socially distance the best we can, but we still gonna show up for each other.
Now, the call is for more people to show up, directly saving lives in the process.
Gun violence isn't just about individual behavior. It's about our lack of connection to each other.
In Madison, Abby Schinderly, News 3 Now.
All right, weather's been top of mind tonight. Let's get a first look at the weather again. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti in your first warn forecast. Gary?
Well, Eric, we're starting to see precipitation move in from the south and west. It is in the form of some rain and snow, but you can see as it moves northward, it's actually starting to transition over to snow as slightly colder air actually wraps in from the south and to the west. A little wider radar perspective shows some light snow into central Wisconsin. The heavier bands of snow have been in eastern Iowa and northwestern Illinois, but there's also some heavier snow farther out to the west. This is also starting to become some heavier snow, but there's very strong winds out to the west that could cause blizzard conditions. Right now, visibility 9 miles in Madison, but down to a half mile in moderate snow in Dubuque, Iowa. Notice those visibilities starting to drop over parts of western Minnesota and the eastern Dakotas, where they could expect about 4 to 6 inches of snow. That doesn't look like a lot of snow. For most of us, it'll be in the 2 to 4 inch range, maybe some 1 inch amounts down toward the Illinois state line, some localized 4 or 5 inch amounts north and west of the Dells. But we have winter weather advisories because the winds aren't going to be very strong. We're almost right in the center of the storm as it kind of reforms down to the south. But to the west, winds are howling and blizzard warnings have been issued for parts of Minnesota, Iowa, back into eastern Nebraska. You can see those winds right now starting to get into the 35 to 40 mile per hour range. Over much of the Dakotas are seeing winds in the 50 to 60 mile per hour range. So on future track, you can see there's one center of circulation right here, right around La Crosse, but a second area of low pressure will form down to the south with time and then gradually just kind of move through northeastern Iowa. So again, we're close to the center of the storm. So while the precipitation lifts northward overnight and weakens a little bit, we'll be right in the center of the storm. So during the day tomorrow, we'll probably just see some flurries or freezing drizzle. Then as the storm starts to shift off to the east, we'll get some of the snow showers tomorrow night and then some flurries or freezing drizzle that will linger into Saturday and some flurries into Sunday as the whole storm system pulls out, and then we wait for the next batch of flurries to move in after that. But three things you need to know in the forecast: we could see that mix of precipitation mainly this evening, and then the snow will taper to flurries and freezing drizzle toward morning. There'll be some patchy freezing drizzle tomorrow and Saturday, along with the possibility for some flurries on Sunday. And then temperatures will be seasonably cold for next week, but light snow is likely from Thursday night into Friday, and then perhaps again toward the end of next weekend. So our forecast includes that winter weather advisory until 6 p.m. tomorrow for Dane County and areas to the west and north. Farther to the west, the advisory runs until 6 p.m. tomorrow evening, west of a Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. Look for occasional snow overnight to taper to flurries and freezing drizzle by morning. Low of 32, again, 1 to 5 inches of accumulation. Tomorrow, just some flurries, freezing drizzle or drizzle. Temperatures holding nearly steady in the middle 30s. On future track, you can see how the snow showers and flurries kind of lift up to the north. On Friday, the snowfall amounts probably looking at about 2 to 4 inches most areas, a little less down toward the Illinois state line, a little more north and west of the Dells. 7 to 10 day forecast, some flurry chances on Sunday. Monday should be dry for the Martin Luther King Day, and then for Tuesday, some snow showers. Chances for light snow from Thursday night into Friday, and maybe a more significant storm system toward the end of next week. As we take a look at first warn traffic, right now, no problems on the Beltline. The precipitation really hasn't gotten to the Madison area, so we're not seeing any issues on the Beltline or the interstate east of Madison. Right now, about a 15-minute commute either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, 27 minutes down to Janesville on I-3990, 16 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and 19 minutes from downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. Still to come on News 3 Now at 5. Jacob Blake shot by an officer multiple times, speaking out for the first time. What he's saying. That's ahead at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
$6 million worth of top brand home furnishings must be sold at Ashley Home Store. All furniture is up to 50% off store-wide. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout and interest-free financing for up to 3 years. Stretch your stimulus check further at Ashley Home Store.
You know, the most used room in your home is probably your bathroom. So when it comes to updating that space, you want it done right. Mad City Baths is a sure choice for durable, beautiful bath and shower designs. And listen to this, installed in as little as 1 day. We have over 50,000 satisfied customers.
The installation went really nice, went very quick. They got it done, and they got it done the way they said they were going to. So, you know, who can complain when you get what you pay for?
Call now during our 60-60-60 sale. 60% off installation. 60 months, 0 interest, senior military and previous customer discounts, $60 Walmart gift card with purchase. And if you call now, $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 608-729-4466. Let me give you that number again. 608-729-4466, MadCityBaz.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 First Warn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way.
The forecast calls for a messy commute. The Ford lineup helps keep you in command. Intelligent four-wheel drive monitors traction, and a terrain management system adapts to road conditions at the turn of a knob, so you're ready to take on the elements with confidence. Power through the storm in a new Ford Explorer, now with 0% financing for 72 months, plus $4,250 bonus cash. See your Wisconsin dealer today.
At US Cellular, we're building a powerful 5G network that works without interruption in the places you wouldn't expect. And with every plan at US Cellular, you get access to 5G at no additional charge. So no matter where you are, US Cellular's network always keeps you connected in the places you need it most. At US Cellular, all of our plans include 5G and get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular.
$6 million worth of furniture and mattresses must be sold at Ashley Home Store. Save up to 65% off doorbuster mattresses like these. Plus, pay as little as $25 per month, interest-free for up to 6 years on luxury sleep systems. Stretch your stimulus check further at Ashley Home Store.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Jacob Blake is speaking out for the first time since being shot in the back by a police officer in Kenosha, triggering several nights of violent protest. Blake said in an interview with ABC's Good Morning America that he was prepared to surrender just before the officer opened fire. He says that his pocket knife had fallen from his pants during a struggle with police who were trying to arrest him. This was August 23rd, arresting him on an outstanding warrant. He says he picked it up, prepared to put it in his vehicle. Officer Rustin Chesky told investigators that he feared Blake was going to stab him, so he opened fire.
At that time, I wasn't thinking clearly.
You were thinking once you get the knife into the car, you were going to just say,
throw myself to the ground and, put my arms behind my back. Because if they did it there and they killed me there, everybody would see it.
A Wisconsin prosecutor last week declined to file charges against Chesky, concluding he couldn't disprove the officer's contention that he acted in self-defense. He also declined to charge Jacob Blake.
2 former Michigan health officials have been charged with involuntary manslaughter in the deaths of 9 people who got Legionnaires' disease following the Flint water crisis. Prosecutors are revisiting how Flint's water system was contaminated with lead during one of the worst human-made environmental disasters in U.S. history. Former Governor Rick Snyder is charged with misdemeanor counts of willful neglect of duty. Snyder joined a parade of former state and local officials pleading not guilty in Genesee County courts.
Stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
$6 million worth of top brand home furnishings must be sold at Ashley Home Store. All furniture is up to 50% off store-wide. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout and interest-free financing for up to 3 years. Stretch your stimulus check further at Ashley Home Store.
Keep your home warm and your family healthy with help from Menards. Guardian by Knopf Insulation is the perfect solution for lowering your heating bill. R11 craft paper-faced or unfaced insulation is your choice. $9.99 a roll. Improve the air quality in the home for your family and protect your furnace with best air filters. Available in various sizes for only $14.99. Find these and other amazing deals now during Menards Project Day sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Imagine facing Wisconsin's bitter cold winter without a warm home, or the blistering heat of summer without power, then having to make the tough choice between eating or meeting other basic survival needs. Unfortunately, over 200,000 of our neighbors in need will face this difficult decision with no place else to turn, including those who are now unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis. Keep a neighbor in crisis safely in their home during these difficult times by supporting and donating to the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund today.
Dear Winter, I'm coming. My squad of 15 vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of my game, so you better bundle up. Toyota.
Get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2021 RAV4 or lease a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid for $319 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Mad City Baths offers a double lifetime labor warranty on all of our bath and shower designs, with surfaces that remain clean and fresh longer thanks to Microban protection. Check out walk-in and barrier-free showers. Add grab bars, a safety seat, and more. Plus, look at this walk-in tub with relaxing hydrotherapy. And remember, you can count on Mad City Baths to do the job on time and on budget and save you a lot of money during our 60-60 360 sale. For starters, 60% off installation. And look at this, 60 months, 0 interest. Senior, military, and previous customer discounts. And if you call today, last chance in this program, you get a $60 Walmart gift card with purchase and a $100 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 608-729-4466. Let me give you that number again, 608-729-4466, MadCityBaz.com.
The $6 million stimulus sell-off is now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save huge on top brand appliances, including top brand doorbusters like these. Plus special no-interest financing for 18 months and quick ship delivery at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Let's get a final check on the snow with Gary.
Well, it's starting to move into southern Wisconsin. You can see on high-resolution radar the snow moving into the Monroe area. It's changed over from rain to snow there. Janesville was reporting rain at the top of the hour. They might be changing over as we speak. Madison also reporting some light rain at the top of the hour, but the changeover could occur here pretty quickly. Visibilities right now down to 1.5 miles in Monroe, a half mile in Dubuque, Iowa with moderate snow. Temperatures are still a little bit above freezing. Madison and Janesville mid-30s, but Monroe has dropped to 33, Dubuque to 32. So the snowfall amounts 2 to 4 inches, mainly from Madison on toward the northwest, a little bit less down toward the Illinois state line, a little bit more up toward the Dells. Winter weather advisories in effect through tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening.
All right, and Gary will continue to keep an eye on things for us. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell is next. Stay tuned.